because it's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 13. Watch out, watch out.
Here's Wilson. Gonna throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Walk the pass. Walk the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Check.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Throwing Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Beat them.
Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go! Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Oh, yeah. Go!
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Slay.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 47-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check three. Jim. Hey. Check 31.
On 2nd down, Love. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Complete to number 82. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Lions' 49-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Now it's Barkley. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 44. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Now Jones. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run, it's Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
64, weak. Check 50, check 50. 57 to Mike, 57 to Mike.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On first down, Jones letting one go deep for the ends. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun. Wilson, he'll get this one to Galladay. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Switch it. Come on, left thing. Left pass.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Wilson now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. To throw again is Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. It's caught inside the 25. That's good for 28 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Good.
On first down, here's Love. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Andy Janovich, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it 6 points on the board. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a tie. Back, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
10 logo. Push him back. Hey, exit. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Check. Tighten up. Door out.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Got a man, Slayton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Saquon Barkley running right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Under 10, 10. 1 left. 14, got it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here,
he's got a man, complete, and he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there just before halftime, and even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Go. Hey, seam 6. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Go. Lights 57, 57. Hey, Alpha. Go, Jack with 5.
2nd and 5. And this is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Go. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Go team, spill. Pretty quiet. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I got him. Kill. Hustle. Shoot.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones operating from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Jones now to throw again, and that'll be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Here's Jones. On third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. It's taken to the 26. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Wilson now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Bang out, bam. Block that.
From the gun, Wilson, flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Watch the run. Just stop, baby. That's the baby stop.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Love. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Check 4. Check 3. 25.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down.
Come on, we better not.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check. Check 55 to mine.
Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
80 weapons. Check Mike 57.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley, he'll have a 1st down past the 40. The 40. The 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Echo. Big Ripper.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to fire into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
On 1st down, it's Barry, and he's got some space here. And they work this out past the 25. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. Now Wilson on 1st down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
He's checking him.
On the carry, it's Love. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, check Mike 57. Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Throwing is Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You got tight right there. Check 3. Check.
Now Wilson steps away. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
55. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Too low, count. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Wilson now A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Clear. Check 6 guys.
Throwing again here. Wilson. Man open. It's Goodwin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. 57.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. O'Shane Zimenez just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, 0. Check 24. Check 24. Hey, alert. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Switch. One flip.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And now here's another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
6-6, pull it high. Go.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And an alley to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards and a giant first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Watch twist.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
60 Pittsburgh. Let's get it.
On second down, Mayo. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stepped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a big 32-yard play on third.
90, look. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They'll run with Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mayo. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Bravo!
Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hey, orbit. Hey, check, hit it.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were really